All right. Uh, Good afternoon. So, if you can tell by the title of my video, there's some new emerging details in the assassination of Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA's CEO, former CEO now, Charlie Kirk. The new CEO, as you guys may know now, is Erica Kirk, his wife, his widow, the mother to his children. I haven't spoken out about this via live stream. I've made plenty of videos and posts because I was a big fan of Charlie's for many years. Little background: I have been invited to Turning Point conventions. By Turning Point, they've given me some really amazing opportunities. I get to meet Charlie Kirk only once, and it's been probably the hardest 12 days ever. You don't really fully grasp how much you genuinely care about a person when they display nothing but good-heartedness when until you lose them. And that wise old saying is, "You don't know what you got until it's gone," is so true. These new details are just shocking, and it leads me to question more than there are answers to. Like, I'm over here, like, shocked at what I had just witnessed. There's a video that came out literally today, and it's already got 3 million views. And this is by Range Day Bro. And it's about eight 8 minutes 41 seconds long. And I'm gonna play the video, and I'm just going to let you guys decide what it is, right? I'm going to let you decide with what I give you, right? I can present it to you. I'm not trying to tell you how to think, because we got all sorts of crazy conspiracy theories going around. Like, Candace Owens is she hasn't talked about Charlie Kirk for years. Now all of a sudden they're BFFs and whatever. I don't care about anybody's opinion over that. I have my own. I will not change them. I'm not going to spend good quality time talking about Candace Owens and her conspiracy theories and how she would rather spend time with Kanye West than go to the memorial. Just saying, if I had the opportunity to go to the memorial, I would have. And I wasn't even a friend of Charlie Kirk's. I met the guy once, and he had such an impact on me just meeting the guy one time, where I would give anything to go to that memorial. However, I couldn't arrange for somebody to watch my son. My mother was out of town visiting family, and I have my own issues going on right now with family. My great aunt is currently, like, in the process of leaving this earth for her new heavenly home. That's, like, going on right now. So my great aunt, please say prayers for my great aunt Mary. She's been on this earth almost 100 years. She's a good soul, one of the best human beings on the planet, like Charlie. And it's just sad. So we're gonna probably lose her today, and that's not something that I really want to discuss. I'm not ready. Anyways, so these new details just emerged, and they are damning. And unfortunately, we live in a day and age where we cannot trust our three-letter agencies if our lives depended on it. Honestly, we just can't. Keith, thank you so much. Thank you guys for all the prayers too. Oh, yes, they did. They just released evidence in the Ryan Ruth case. The verdict was in. He was found guilty. And we do have to discuss Ryan Ruth, because Ryan Ruth is part of an organization, just an uptick of domestic terrorism going on in America today. Um, we have left-wing ideologues literally coming on streams like Twitch and going on TikTok and YouTube and all sorts of other platforms, spewing the most hateful, diabolical rhetoric I think I have ever witnessed, saying such horrible things about conservatives that are unforgivable at this point. I don't know how Erica Kirk did it. I don't understand how she got up there. She's a strong woman. I'm not knocking her at all. This is not, please don't take it this way. I am just envious at what a powerful warrior she is to get up on that stage and say that she forgives Tyler Robinson. And just I'm not going to play the video. I'm not, because what we all witnessed, it was something of, it was nightmare fuel. The day Charlie Kirk passed away, no, he didn't pass. The day Charlie Kirk was killed, okay, he didn't just pass away. He didn't just die. He was stolen from not only his wife, but his children, his parents, his siblings, his great aunts, great uncles, his aunts, his grandparents, his neighbors, his friends, his employees at Turning Point, all of these college kids who looked up to him, and all of the college kids who he made a difference with and for. So he didn't just pass away. Charlie Kirk didn't get to live to 96 like my great aunt. So that day that he was killed, it was so traumatizing to watch that video. And I get it. There's so much outcry and outrage to remove it, but that had to be played. It had to be played because we have more questions than we have answers. And we have to see what those people are capable of doing. Because brushing it under rug doesn't make it go away. It doesn't. They have a disdain for people that vote differently than them, and they see nothing wrong with extinguishing the lives of people. No lives matter to those on the left unless you suit whatever narrative they have for the day, whatever they're angry about for the day. I cannot express my hatred enough for people that I don't even know. I couldn't do that. I can't personally say, I don't know you, you've never met me, and you've never done anything to me, but I hate you because of how you voted. It doesn't ring like a bell to me. It doesn't make sense to me. How we have been demonized and demoralized and called every name but our own. They have dehumanized us to where they see zero value in us sharing the country with them. But what doesn't make sense is if they hate us so much for loving America, then why are you here? If you hate it that bad, you are free to leave. That's what I never understood. If you hate it that bad, why are you still here? But anyways, I want to show you this video, and you take whatever you will out of it. But we'll discuss it, and we'll discuss it after. Again, Keith, thank you so much. I'm glad you caught alive as well. I really am. I am very oh, well, go on then, Tim. I guess you're free. Look. Hey, Tim, you're free to leave. You can scroll past. You don't like truth and facts? Well, then tough. Bye. Go to Destiny's channel where he says that conservatives should be killed because they vote differently. Go on then. You're not welcome here. Anyways. So I'm going to show you this video, you guys. I want you to take what you will out of it. It's raising a lot more questions than we have answers, because can we really trust the 3-letter agencies that we have? Yeah. I don't know anymore. Honest to God, I don't. So I want to show you this. He doesn't show the I actually going to make myself a little bit smaller here because I think it's so important that you guys see this. There might be an ad or so, but if there is, I will skip it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now have acquired proof that the FBI's official story is false, whether knowingly or unknowingly. We're going to have an entire monologue and talk about a lot of these things after I show you this. But if you take nothing else away from this video, you need to see this.
And in that video, you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down. And it
watch the flash
with the actual gunshot itself.
They're not coming gang violence. Great.
So this.
Did you see the flash? Now, from all of us who are avid with our weapons of choice, there's always a flash coming from the muzzle. Okay, just kind of what happens. There's a fire. Fire happens. I'm going to rewind that real quick. I want you to take a look inside this green bubble here that is up right here, circled. And I want you to look. There is a flash. This is coming from behind Charlie. So anything and everything they're saying is not really what is transpiring here. I just want to show you again. Pay attention in that green circle. I'm going to make myself really small. I'm going to be a shrinking violet here. And I want you to pay special close attention to inside this green circle again. And when you hear the shot, you'll see it.
And in that video, you can see the same, what appears to be the bullet coming down, and it does line up with the actual gunshot itself.
So you're not counting gang violence. Great.
So this video was created by a friend of mine who is a Marine. You'll see him here at the end. This is the angle he is showing the shot coming from, showing where Charlie was sitting and the angle of the shot, which will correspond with this video here, which unfortunately we will blur out Charlie's face, but we will show what is necessary to prove that this was an entry and exit wound. So you'll see him circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after, split second after, as it would from an entry and exit wound. So
did you see the splatter, you guys? And I hate to sound so calloused and so blunt, but we were always wondering, like, where's the exit wound of a 30-06, right? Where? We saw the aftermath, but we didn't get to see behind him. And as you guys know, Turning Point USA tore down the cameras right away. The guy who tore down the camera stood on the chair that Charlie was sitting on, trampling forensic evidence. Nothing should have been touched, period. That area should have been vacated. Crime scene tape should have been put out, and there should have been some sort of the area should have been kept sterile. Like, we don't touch anything. There should have been a perimeter around that, a protective bubble. But if you see this clip, when behind him in the stands, you see the flashbang and you see the muzzle. You see the fire come out the muzzle. You see the tent get penetrated. You see the entry wound, and then we see the exit wound. So this is leaving more questions than answers. I told you that in the beginning, and it's true. I'm just horrified overall. I didn't even want to do this video, but I had to. I had to share it with you guys as soon as I found it. So I'm going to rewind it again. Unfortunately, you got to see what I see. And yeah.
Fortunately, we will blur out Charlie's face, but we will show what is necessary to prove that this was an entry and exit wound. So you'll see him circle the highlighted area right there, and you'll see the exit wound corresponding after, split second after, as it would from an entry and exit wound. So in this footage, you can clearly see that Charlie is shot from his back right, and there is blood splatter coming out of the entry wound immediately after a shot. The first arc is kind of down, as if it's just gushing out from the entry wound. And then the second shot corresponds with when his head kind of snaps forward, that fluid then flips up in relation to that motion. So you can see there's that second splatter.
It makes sense as to why he made that motion.
This is something that I hadn't seen to this date. I saw this for the first time late in the evening yesterday, and I decided that this needed to be put out immediately because no one that I know of is talking about this. So big shout out to my friend who actually found this and created this video. You'll see him here in just a moment, but let's just one more time look at this shot. You see bullet comes in that circled area. You have the blood splatter go down, then up, and then immediately after, You see the exit right here with the skin being pierced, and then the exit wound emerges. And again, that is not a far distance for a bullet to travel, whatever the caliber is, whether it be 5.56, 308, 30-06. It's not even a debate at this point. It doesn't matter what caliber killed him. What matters is that the official narrative is not true. Again, whether the FBI knows or not that they're lying, but this is 100% conclusive evidence that Charlie Kirk was shot in the back of the head, and it exited through the front of his throat. All of the evidence points to Charlie being shot from his back right. Now, including this little blood splatter that we can see here against the white backdrop, the extreme hemorrhaging from the front of his neck, which again corresponds with an exit wound, the extreme loss of blood. No matter what the caliber is, that distance, that amount of meat is not enough for most bullets to expand. I mean, 99.9% of bullets will not expand in that short distance. Most of them require 12 to 14 to 16 inches even sometimes of tissue to expand properly. Also, Charlie tensing up correlates and proves that he was hit in his spine. That's a spinal injury. Any of the game that I've shot in the neck or in the high vitals where you impact the spine, the game usually drops right in its tracks because you sever the spinal cord. This is, again, exactly what we see with Charlie. He tenses up. His head movement also correlates with being shot in the back of the head. His head snaps forward, and then he tenses up, and you see him fade away, drop the mic, and was absolutely traumatizing video footage. And I'm sorry to have to show you guys this again, but this needs to be seen and talked about because this is going to be suppressed in the algorithm. So make sure you share this with any of your friends, your family members. Save this video, whatever you need to do. So this video was actually provided to the channel by a friend of mine who is a Marine, and I forgot to show you the end of the video here. So this is my friend who actually made the video. I want to just give him a shout out. I will link his socials down in the description below. Again, he is the one who brought this to my attention. This is his video. He created this. He did the drawings on it, and he sent it to me to allow me to use it to show you guys what we're talking about. So he says, I have been shot many times, 3 times to be exact, and I know exit and entry wounds. I have extensive firearms training inside the Marines and the civilian world as well. It appears that Charlie was shot in the back right side of his head, and the bullet exited through his neck. The moment I saw the video and he tensed up, I thought, that looks like a headshot given the fact that he seized up. It is very common. It is a very common occurrence with a headshot. So this dude, of all people, would know what an entry and exit wound looks like on his own body, literally up close in 4K HD, as they say. So if anyone is qualified to talk about it, it is this dude. He is a super cool guy. So please go ahead and check him out. And I really appreciate him sending me this over because until he sent this to me, I just hadn't seen anything like it. Now, I wanted to be sure.
All right, I'm going to pause that right there because, it doesn't matter how many times somebody is shot. I knew when I witnessed what I did, I knew Charlie wasn't coming back from that. Regardless, that did extensive damage, whether it came from the front, whether it came from the back, the side, up, down, left, right, no matter what, that did catastrophic damage. It hit arteries, main arteries. You have a jugular and a carotid artery in your neck. There's no coming back from that. And from what I witnessed with the medical examiner's reports, right, when there was, I think it was one of the first reports released, is that basically from what they described, the injuries were so sufficient that it was basically like his, God, I hate to say this. It was basically like he was decapitated from the inside. Okay. And the reason why Charlie got a heartbeat back is because he was a healthy guy. He was only 31 years old. He was in great shape. And I knew, it was just, if they weren't so screwy with all of the details, like he's in critical condition. I looked at that. I watched, I know what I seen, and I know what I saw. He didn't feel a thing. That was it. He was finished. He didn't even know what hit him. And at least Charlie was spared having to be a quadriplegic his whole life. I hate to even look on the bright side of this because there is no bright side to this, period. I'm not trying to make light of this. I'm just trying to make sense of it. And I can't, because Charlie, if you watch Charlie and if you actually listened to him, not just these few second clips or half quotes and half truths that they were telling about this man, you would know he was a good man. He didn't deserve that. So Charlie, he didn't get to live to his 80s and 90s, and he didn't get to see his children grow up and get married, and that's a tragedy. All because he thought differently and he worshiped Jesus. He challenged people. He challenged them. Okay, why do you think that way? But he never degraded anybody. He never demonized anybody or dehumanized them the way that they did to him. I, for the life of me, can't figure out how Charlie Kirk did what he did. That man was a crusader, man. He was amazing. We suffered a huge loss when this happened. It was a huge loss. A great man. If you ever want to know what a great man looks like, it was Charlie Kirk. And I don't know what this is. You guys, I'm not saying that this is like, oh, it's a holy grail. We're being lied to. We know we get lied to. That is not a secret. So I want you to take this at face value, or take it for what it is, or what you interpret. Oh, man. I can't even entertain the fact. I don't know what's wrong with people. I'll pray for you. I will. Okay, I've seen enough videos in my life to where we're either watching ISIS or cartel videos, okay? I've seen enough death in my life, okay? Not proud of that. I've seen enough death in my life that I know that that man died. It's people like that that really irritate me the most. It's AI generated. Yeah, and you're one of the first people that fall for Blue Beam.
And I wanted to make sure that wasn't like doctored footage.
Jesus.
So I went to one of the original videos that I saw posted the day of Charlie's assassination. And right here, I have it paused where you can see that splash that I'm talking about from the entry wound.
Yes.
And you can see it slowed down. This guy in this video is actually talking about the F in this on his shirt and the ring, some other stuff that really has nothing to do with it. People are arguing about body armor. You can see Charlie's, his nipples through his shirt, his chest, his breasts through his shirt. But you can see that he has no body armor on right here, okay? This would all be one slick piece of plate. It's already been established there's no body armor, so this is actual proof right here. He slowed this video down perfect. You see the blood right here dripping out of his head from the entry wound, and the bullet is coming from here down through here, okay? Hit play, and there it goes. So again, I wanted to confirm the footage I had seen originally was not, in fact, doctored in any way. So you can see it here as well, a little piece down there, and it actually goes up a little bit off frame here from my screen recording. So you can see clearly entry, exit, then, of course, the part we can't show here on YouTube.
It's currently, they're taking that video off of social media, which is great. I think it's good. It's good that a lot of people had to see it, but a lot of people took joy out of that, and we can't even wrap our heads around how that could be. I just seen what I seen, okay? I saw it. Did you see it? I seen it. So how could it go out the back of Tyler Robinson was in front of him? How did it get him from behind? I don't think Tyler Robinson worked alone. I think there was a network of people there working together as a team. Absolutely. beyond a shadow of doubt, I believe that there was a team there to get one job done. And no matter who it was, they were going to get it done because they have been so far radicalized that they think that words that they don't agree with, words that they hate, is actual hate speech when it actually isn't. Charlie never said anything hateful. He didn't. And I offered $1,000 to anybody that could give me a clip of him saying anything that was racist. And I said, quoting the facts that's not racism. Saying I hate you because you are this color, or I hate you because you're that color. Now that is racism. Okay. I still have my $1,000, by the way. I put a very public post out there. If you can show me definitive evidence of Charlie Kirk being a racist, I will give you $1,000. Again, I still got my money. But I think it's very telling that we have a group of militants out here with targets on conservatives' backs. And we have these left-wing agitators. They're not even content creators anymore. They are agitators. They're fanning the flames. They're not trying to simmer things down. They're not trying to turn down the heat. Oh, no. They're bringing industrial size fans to the party. Destiny, Hassan, Harry Sisson, all of these left-wing ideologues that say Trump is a fascist, and anybody who votes for Trump is a fascist, and any Democrat that says that Donald Trump is a fascist and a threat to our democracy, that's fueling it. And this is the repercussions. We have these impressionable kids who are so messed up in their heads, whether it's the SSRIs they're pumping themselves full of, or they're just trained, indoctrinated to believe that if you don't agree with somebody's speech, you have a right to assault them or end their life. And so we have this network of, it's an idea. It's an idea. Antifa is an idea. I call them Anquifa because I say Antifa. Anquifa. They're just an idea, folks. Okay. Really? I have a picture here, but I'll show you the picture after I finish this video. I really want to hear what he has to say because I don't know if I agree with him wholeheartedly. Like when his friend was shot, yeah, all GSWs are different. You get shot with different calibers. You get shot in different areas of your body. Some have through and throughs, some don't. You know, it's not textbook here. But what is what happened. Charlie's not here. He's gone. His kids are fatherless, and his wife is now husbandless. She's a widow now. It sickens me. The whole thing sickens me. It sickens me that we've gotten to a point in this country where a fellow American can look at their fellow American as if they are a literal fascist when they can't even define the word fascist. They can't define what a woman is, and they certainly can't define what a fascist is, because fascism is rooted in left-wing ideology. And that's a fact. And I'll tell you this much. You want to call me a Christian nationalist? Okay. Bet. Sure am. And I'm proud of it. Proud of it. All right, let's finish this video out, and I want to show you some pictures and stuff like that.
So irrefutable evidence that he was shot in the back of the head. Clear as day to me. Now that may be a hard pill for a lot of you to swallow, and without doubt, the non-player characters who just buy into the narrative, as well as the thousands and hundreds of thousands of bots, will likely attack me in this video because I'm showing the truth. I'm going to ask for you guys to share this video so that this word gets out, so that more people can see the truth of what happened to Charlie Kirk. I want to take a look at this photo next. This guy's talking about this bush up here in the top left of this photo, and he zooms in on it, and he's stating that it does look suspicious. It does look suspicious. It looks like there is a person right here,
and a ghillie suit.
It looks like there is a rifle right here that the person is holding, a hand here, a support hand sort of very blurry image, but you can clearly make out that this is not just a bush. This is a human skin tone right here. And this correlates with human head and hair and a rifle in the exact kind of
It looks
crucifix
like a
shape of an
ghillie
AR-15
suit.
with an optic on it mounted up. So good on this dude for finding this photo and
I
looking
don't know
for, like
about
he
that
said,
one.
hours of going through photos and videos until he saw this. This would 100% line up with the actual shot that we've now proven was not taken from the front, was taken from the back side of Charlie. This would line up exactly with that bullet trajectory and the entry and exit wound that we exhibited, that we saw here on camera. So guys, this is a very heavy topic. I do not want to believe that this is possible, that the FBI either knowingly or unknowingly missed this. And I'll leave that up for you guys to speculate on. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. All I know is that 100% Charlie was not shot from the front. It is very clear that he was shot from the side, most likely by this bush up here, this man in the bush, whatever you want to call him. It has been very clear to me that there have been a lot of NPCs, a lot of people going after me and others who are trying to seek out the truth. And it's so important to not let them silence your voice for Charlie, for this country, really, for the Constitution, for everything that we stand for freedom. It is imperative that we continue to ask questions and seek the truth when we're so clearly being lied to. So I really appreciate all the support that you guys have shown me over the last week and trying to uncover the truth. And all I would ask is for you guys to share this video. Let me know about your thoughts down in the comments below.
All right, blah, blah, blah. The shtick, the YouTuber shtick. This guy, his name is Range Day Brew. He's got almost 200,000 subscribers. That number has actually grown exponentially since, I would say, around 245 when I originally viewed this video. Good on him. Good on him. The likes were at 89. I'm sorry, were they at 189,000? I believe there were about 189,000 at 245 when I do that. There is forensic experts with ABC News, and I was about to show that to y'all until I got to see who it belonged to. No, thank you. I think we can all agree that the legacy media is done, just like Hollywood. Done. We're done. Done as a donut. That's it. I don't trust the legacy media. I won't watch the legacy media. I don't watch CNN, MSNBC. I don't watch NBC, ABC, CBS. I don't watch Fox News. I'll watch clips of Gutfeld here and there tearing up Jessica Tarlov. That's fun to watch. But I'm not going to sit there and actively give them my views and my ratings. I'm just not. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with legacy media because they lie like a rug. So I have a picture and I want to show you why. Like I want to show you why this is so important that we don't forget. We don't forget. We can't forget. Honestly, we can't. It scares me to no end. Let me remove this off the stage. It scares me to no end because after COVID, okay, there's a lot of people going through isolation, a lot of craziness. Calling the police on your neighbors, Tim Wall sending in the National Guard to threaten people to get back in their homes. Do you remember that clip? Like literally shooting non-lethals at just Minnesota residents for standing out on their porch, recording the National Guard coming through with tanks. Tanks. Yeah. So a lot of people went cuckoo crazy. They didn't have any sort of human interaction whatsoever. And they were force fed and they were doom scrolling, basically. Doom scrolling. It's all you do. I did the best when it was COVID. I was on YouTube doing music reactions. I did the best. Do I miss all that money and all this hoopla and stuff like that? I would rather give you the truth and not make anything than do all of that. Take that out of here, son.
I'm watching your live stream.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying any swear words, so go on now. All right, I want to show you this image here.
Make sure to subscribe. We're close to 500K.
All right, buddy. Okay. 500K. Close. All right. So this is what we need to worry about here. Pay special close attention to these 3 words. And I'm frozen again, of course. Agitate, educate, organize. This is on college campuses right now. They have the communist hammer and scythe right here. And of course, you see what it says. All right. This is going on in schools right now. These are in every school, on every college campus. They are actively seeking to just militarize these kids. Instead of having a healthy debate, like, why do you think what you think? All right, cool. Let me tell you why. Hey, Ro, take that upstairs, please. I'm getting a lot of feedback on that. I'm hearing it through my speakers. All right. So a lot of these kids can't debate because they have been probably chastised if they are just fresh in college. They come from a conservative family. Okay. Come from a conservative family. They leave home for the college experience and they raise their hand in class. And I don't think that's what that means. Or I don't feel like that. And boom, they're broken down, right? They're broken down and destroyed. And these types of groups, let me remind you what they look like. These type of groups right here are looking for the most psychologically damaged, most impressionable kids that can't fit into they just can't fit in. They don't fit in anywhere. They're looking for a place to fit in. And unfortunately, this looks cool. Because why? Why wouldn't you want to punch a Nazi or kick a fascist ass? Why wouldn't you want to do that? Why wouldn't you want to unalive one? You'd be a martyr, right? That's what they are teaching these kids. Any organization like this is a terrorist organization. Period. End of story. This is domestic terrorism on American soil. Ruby Ridge. Remember Ruby Ridge? I do. I remember Ruby Ridge. So, yeah, this is what we're up against. I don't know, you guys. Again, that video, I'll leave it up to you to decide. You do with it what you will. I just found it remarkably interesting from that view because I had questions since day one, like, because when we're normal, level-headed people, we can't fathom how somebody could do that. How you could look at another human life just because of a disagreement, just because Charlie Kirk believed a man and a woman should be married. He believed in traditional Christian values. Doesn't mean he was trying to spread that to, like, you have to believe that. You have to get married and have children. You have to marry a woman. That's it. You have to do it. He never did anything like that. He said, this is the key to happiness. Don't go out and sleep with a bunch of people. Don't be promiscuous. This hookup culture, all this, that, and the other. It's not good. It's not fulfilling. The best thing that ever happened to me was meeting my wife and having my kids. It gave him a purpose other than being a voice of reason for millions. And I think a lot of people were threatened by Charlie Kirk. A lot of people who like the lies.
You got a spider in here.
Get out of here.
There's a spider right
I
there.
don't care. Go.
You want to get bit?
I don't care. It's a spider. Spiders are good. They keep out the bugs. Okay. So what I was saying before I had Pop Goes the Weasel over here, like, boop.
What did you just call me?
So, anyways, what I was saying is Charlie was a threat to people and the establishment that want to keep Americans divided, because what Charlie Kirk did was unite people from all different backgrounds. He united people. You want to bring up race? I don't believe in race. It's a social construct. I think it's a tool to divide. We're all human, and he argued that. And he put real racists in their place. And we need to have racism because racism divides us. We need to have that. Why would we want to get rid of racism? Why would we want to stop talking about it? We want people to feel oppressed. What are you doing, Charlie Kirk? What are you doing, Charlie Kirk? So I think a lot of people with a lot of money that funnel a lot of money into these groups, these domestic terrorism groups, were responsible for this. I don't think Israel was. I don't. I'm sorry, not sorry. I just don't. Do I believe that people like Soros and the globalist elite are responsible and helped pay for all this? Absolutely. 100%. But that's just my opinion. You're free to believe whatever you want. All right, you guys, with that being said, you have a blessed day. Of course, I promised my little guy here I would only be a half an hour. And I don't want to break promises. It's tough when you do that. All right. So I love you guys. I might see you guys tomorrow because I'm going to keep an eye out on this. I'm going to keep an eye out and find whatever I can. Please follow me on X. That is where I am the most active, and I'm consistently posting on there. Do not walk around here. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, and you have a blessed day.
I just want to say goodbye to all of the subscribers.
No, you don't have a shirt on. You don't have a shirt on. Get out of here. I'm not kidding.
Bye.
All right. Sorry, y'all. I don't like my kid on the internet. There's weird people. I'm sorry. Not sorry. I'm not ever going to apologize for being a protective mother. It's just not happening. They can hear you, honey. Say bye.
Make sure to like and subscribe. We're getting close to 450. And
we're getting close to 450,000. Make sure you like and subscribe.
and Just Gen RX out.
Just Gen RX. We're out.
See you in the next live.
See you on the next. Bye, y'all.
I'll be in a shirt.
Yeah, you don't come over here without a shirt.